We're here at Left of Center Sports Cafe, Division Street in Rochelle. Thanks everyone for coming. We have a great show for you tonight. We have 9 comedians. Joe, 9 comedians.
Wow, really?
Imagine that. And they're at the end of the bar. We're going to call them up one each. There are 2 co-hosts tonight, myself and Andrew Steiner. Andrew, come up here. And Andrew had started an open mic here several weeks ago. How you doing?
Hello. How's it going, everybody? Glad to see you here. I hope this will be a wonderful evening full of laughs, and hopefully you won't get too offended. Just, yeah.
Yeah, and by that he meant, you know, we're going to tell a few jokes that may make fun of maybe Jewish people, maybe black people, maybe Italian American people. Maybe we're going to do that. I don't know. Maybe we'll make fun of ourselves, you know, who knows what. But hopefully we'll take it all in fun. But most of the humor is clean and good humor, okay? And our first comedian is Frank Hamilton. He's driven a long way from Long Island. He's I've shared some shows with him. Give him a big applause here. Frank Hamilton. We're each doing about 7 minutes.
Thanks, Fran. Looking good, girl. See, Fran's like one of those old Volkswagen bugs. The junk in her trunk's up front. Actually, Fran's wife asked me to look at her car the other day. I said, hey, looks like you blew a tranny. She said, no shit, everyone knows that. What's wrong with my car? I'm just kidding, Fran. She knows I'm just being an asshole. That's probably because I'm from Long Island. You know, the place where everyone knows they're better than everyone else? Yeah, I'm not from any of the real stereotypical parts. I'm from like the middle. It's a place called Brentwood. If you went there, you'd probably look around and be like, oh, this is nice. Looks a lot like Mexico. You know, besides the drugs, the murder, and the rape, it's really not that bad a place to live. I admit, we have a gang problem. There's Nietas, Latin Kings, MS-13. There's even my gang. The white guy too afraid to leave the house. I know the name's a little long. Let's just show people I'm fucking serious. Usually I just stay at home, I spam rival gang members. Otherwise I just watch Shameless on demand. You know, it's a Showtime program about a wonderful, lovable, white trash family. You know, I could relate. I have this Hispanic buddy of mine, he's always telling me how much he hates white people. But the thing about him is, he's as dark as me. So I ask him, I say, Rich, if I'm white, then what are you? He says, well, I'm Puerto Rican. So I said, oh, I see, I never learned that color. I never got any ethnic Crayola.
Never got it.
Well, I can understand why he doesn't want to identify as being white. I mean, who wants to be a minority in their own town? And speaking of towns, you guys, the towns up here, they kind of sound like an urban sitcom. Yo, Mama Ronek, you knew Rochelle was getting to Woodside by Harrison? Yeah, I heard she'd even Mount Vernon. Yeah, I know my man Vernon, he loves to tuck a hoe. Well, a little bit about myself. I'm a lazy, degenerate gambling, godless nympho pothead. And yeah, ladies, I'm single. I do date. I even found my soulmate once. And we were alike in so many ways. And then I dumped her because I realized, what a loser. Nowadays, I just go on blind dates. Like the other day, I get to the house, she shows up to the door with her sunglasses and cane. She says, hey, can I check you out? So I think she wants to touch my face. Instead, she starts rubbing me. She's like, good enough. Want to come inside? So I said, nah, I'll just pull out. I don't want kids. The other day, I was on another date to dinner, and not only do I wish I were blind, but also deaf. I don't want to hear about your cat, your job, your husband. I mean, this lady was so neurotic at dinner, she was telling me she's lactose intolerant. So I asked her, I said, what are you really telling me? You don't swallow? Check, please. Well, But you know, I still do what I do with all my one-night stands. I took her to one of Long Island's finest hotel parking lots. It's not that I'm cheap. I just don't like spending money on other people. And besides, you park between two vans, it's like you got your own room anyway. I like drugs and gambling. I don't like wasting my money on stupid shit. One time we pulled in, I saw two 18-wheelers and said, hey, looks like we got the presidential suite tonight. I was with this other girl the other day, and after we were done, she's like, that'll be $200. I said, what? Shouldn't you pay me? I'm the one who had to wear the condom. I'd have been better off buying one of those sex flashlights. At least then the tool I'm fucking would have helped me in the event of a blackout. It could even be a hands-free device. And it's not that I'm cheap, you know, I'm thrifty. I learned that from my uncle. See, when I was 8, he used to show me how to go do lots of things. He even showed me how to go drinking for free. He'd pick me up, we'd go to the supermarket, we'd take beer, go down the empty aisle, and chug as fast as we could. And after we were done getting wasted, we'd sober up at Sleepy's. You know, the mattress professional. Now my niece, she's always giving me dirty looks every time I ask her to come shopping with me. I'm just trying to pass along generations of knowledge. See, my ex, she used to tell me, Frank, you put your foot in your mouth so much, Nike should sponsor your tongue. You know, actually, I found out it's a disease I suffer from. It's called being Italian. But, you know, she used to ask me the dumbest shit all the time, like, Frank, do you like going tanning? Yeah, sure, I love tanning beds. I always wondered what it was like to be a hot pocket. She used to say, hey, Frank, why do you like to smoke so much weed in the morning? I said, hey, I like to know what I'm doing for the rest of the day. Nothing. She used to say, hey, every time I come home, you're in the kitchen and den. Don't you do anything else? I said, yeah, I just don't like being in rooms that tell me what to do. I especially don't want to be living in any rooms you're in. And furthermore, when you're not here, I'm usually in my masturbatorium. She used to hate when bums would approach us. You know, because the bum would ask me for money. I'd say, are you going to go buy drugs with that? The bum would say, no. So I'd say, oh, well, that's too bad, see, because then I would have bought. Now I know you don't even have a problem. You're just lazy. But what really pissed her off was when the bum would say, yeah, that's when I'd say, all right, babe, see you back at the house. She used to ask me all the time, Frank, why are you so racist? I'd say, I'm not racist. I just believe in stereotypes. Do you know a better way to prejudge people before you meet them? I mean, just the other day I was playing basketball, and I thought to myself, you know what? If I were 6'8" and black, I'd probably be in jail. The other day I passed this guy who was pulled over by the cops. I passed by, I looked over, I said, oh, that guy sure is lucky he's white. He's probably just getting a warning and a good day, sir. And it's not that I'm racist. See, racism implies you hate people. I don't hate anyone. See, I have plenty of black relatives, my nieces, my nephews, my brother-in-laws. I even had Labradors that were black. See, I'm just obvious, and that's just stating what's true. I mean, black people are great athletes, Asians make great sweatshop workers, and being white's the best. I mean, you gotta get some for having a smaller dick. And I know what you're saying. In my many forays of lovemaking to myself, I've seen plenty of footage of white guys with bigger dicks. But, you know, I clicked on another link because I like variety, and said BBC, which I only assume means Big Black Charlie, because in walks this big black guy named Charlie. Looks like he was sitting on the cannon of a Russian tank. Then he proceeds to put in this little girl. Looks like he was trying to fit a magnolia tree into a number 2 pencil sharpener. Well, looks like it's about almost my time's up. Well, I'll give you another little bit. Why is herpes better than true love? Because at least when herpes leaves you, you know it's coming back. All right, thank you, everyone.
All right, give it up again for Frank. That was hilarious.